Hello everyone, how's it going? Scrembo here from Emotional Crypto Trading. We're continuing our discussion with Cardano today. It's 24th of August. Price analysis, technical details. We're up with the whole market on 2.52%. So we've increased the global market cap of the space. And then Cardano is trying to following that. It's a 1.92% increase for the past 24 hours. So we're looking pretty decent. Yet not the best performing altcoin out of the top 10 for the past hours, but it's still in the decent sector. The best one is Ethereum for the moment, and everyone is preparing for its merge, which could be a topic that might be hot these days. We need to be careful around the topics that are hot because news have a very high level of unpredictable reactions on the market. So whether we talk about great news that can easily end up in major sell-offs, or bad news that can easily end up in significant pumps. We have been able to see that since 2014. I'm a trader in crypto and I've seen it all, which is sometimes not making sense or logic. It can happen, and it has happened. So it's not just that there is a probability out there and it can happen at some point. It did happen, so it will happen again. We don't know exactly when these news are going to react like that. Obviously, we're trying to focus on the logic. If the Ethereum merge is doing fine. However, I want to end up the discussion with Ethereum, get back to Cardano. 15-minute candlestick for our standpoint today. There is a very interesting moment here. We have a channel that is pointing upwards, which is squeezing up the things. So I'd like to begin basically. We have a 5 patterns Elliott wave, which could play out. Attention. The probability of the 5th is where the pattern is suffering the most, which means the segment number 1 along with the segment 2, number 3, number 4. So until here, 80% of the times the pattern completes. Meanwhile, the movement from 4th to 5th, which is mandatory, to the second next big resistance line, is only completing 20% of the times. So if we have 10 chances of being located on number 4 with the whole pattern completed until that, it's just 2 out of 10 times the movement of the 5th will be completed, which is why the pattern is not having a probability rate that is high. So you need to consider that and keep that accordingly, folks. It has a probability rate on the table, and we're having to keep this thing in our mind as well. That's the only thing. Going forward, there is a minor channel here, but there is a major channel support line over there. Both ones are holding the markets, and we need to keep that accordingly, as if we come down here, there is still support. If we lose the one above, we have not lost the whole support structure. There's one below us, so this is something to keep in mind. On the other side, you have the green line coming from the top, forming a triangle at some point. That's the resistance line, which is quite significant, folks. As you can see, there are multiple confirmations that are very, very accurate, guys. Very, very accurate on the line. So the markets have respected the line promptly. Beautiful. Now, there is the 2 yellow lines over there horizontally, which are marking the golden pocket major standpoint, which is going to act as a resistance. There is another blue line at 47 cents that will put a resistance against us. So it's going to be quite easy to pump towards 50 cents, where our 50 Elliott wave movement could rely. If we break out of the previous resistances, there's going to be volume, right? There's going to be volume, especially to take out this candlestick will be necessarily, even the ones from the top will be necessarily. Those are liquidity candlesticks. There are some order blocks over there as well, which should be taken out. So I'm not having any trouble at the moment considering the markets. It's most likely a matter of time till we're expecting significant moves. So this is where Cardano looks for the day of 24th of August. It is in a decent situation. I wouldn't be worried about it. It's just that the volatility can easily take you out if you're going with a too high, or too much of a leverage. That's something that you definitely want to underlie. As well, the proper education to do a complex technical analysis, because what I'm usually presenting here on my channel is a technical analysis dedicated towards beginners in order to have everyone familiar with the current language and situation of the market and not have a high level requirement for the sort of a way content on YouTube to be understandable. For those of you looking to become traders and aiming towards education, which I strongly value and believe it's the most important, actually in my trading career since 2014, education was something that brought me into a full-time trader and a decently successful one. You can see that amongst my videos, I have my primary YouTube channel, the secondary YouTube channel talking about these things. So you can see my trades in the comments area, you can see my trades in the description area, what do I perform. In a nutshell, this is a page describing how the coaching program functions. If you want more details, you can basically get in touch with me. You can register now and we can have a free conversation if you think the offer is attractive. As well, if you value education, one-on-one is a solution directly with me live. Then for those of you aiming to join, what do I trade for myself to be part of it? Through API, we don't have any upfront fees. It's just a commission out of the pure profits we generate. That's all. On the left side of the page, we have the trading performance documented since September 2017. And then on the right side of the page, you have the instructions on how you can participate. Our pages, our links are in the description area or comments area. Scrembocoaching.com/today is this page basically. So that's pretty much all, folks. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. There's tons of videos out there that are educational and useful, and have a good time.